Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Velero community meeting / open discussion. Today is February 16th, 2021. Lovely to have you all here. We're 15 participants in the community meeting today. Super happy to see you all. Got some status updates for you all. If you want to add some discussion topics, you can do that too. And with that, I'm going to start with Carlisia.
Yes, I am finishing addressing some code reviews for the download request controller, and I need to do PR reviews. That's it.
All right. Any questions, comments for Carlisia? All right, Bridget.
Hi everyone. So I was on community support last week. So trying to stay on top of the discussions and new things that are coming in. I've been continuing the work on the multiple credential support. I have a draft PR up for adding the feature in core Velero for the BSL. So thank you, Carlisia and Nolan, for getting the scaffolding work for getting for enabling that support in the CLI. So now that information is being passed through to the rest of the BSL code. I am continuing to work on enabling this for Restic backups. And then we opened up some some issues last week for the plugin support. So I'll try and pick up some of those this week. Speaking of plugins, I'm going to try and get a release for the Azure plugin out this week. There was a PR that was opened a couple of weeks ago to fix an issue. And the folks that are relying on it would like an official release of that out. So I'm going to try and do that this week as well. And that is it for me.
Awesome, thank you. Here we go. Go back to the share. Any questions, comments for Bridget? All right. I just want to note one thing. So, Bridget, you've been doing these office hours, the Velero office hours, for the past couple of weeks here. Fantastic work. Super fun to see the engagement here with the community. So if anyone wants to join in on the office hours, they are bi-weekly on Thursdays at 1 p.m. Eastern, where we talk to new contributors, new users, kind of going through how to get started, both using and contributing to Velero.
Yeah, it'd be awesome to see more folks there. They've been really fun so far. So yeah, the more the merrier. Please join.
Yeah, we had some great conversations last week, I think, with some new feature requests and documentation requests as well. So great to see. Great way to get feedback as well. So thank you, Bridget, for leading that the past couple of weeks here. All right, next up we have Dave.
Yeah, so just finishing up that end-to-end test PR. I think we finally got everything nailed down on that. So hopefully we'll get that merged the next day or two. And then Nolan and I have been trying to figure out the roadmap for 1.7 and beyond. So we had some work we did on that. We're socializing that within the team, and then we'll look at putting that out for community input afterwards. That's it for me.
Awesome, sounds good. When do you think we'll have the roadmap up for community review?
Probably in the next week or two, but we're going to have to get internal feedback from the team, and we also need to get PM input and so forth.
Cool, sounds good. And Ashish, I know you just came back, so no need for status updates from you. I just wanted to welcome you back.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just catching up on all the emails and PRs that I've missed.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Great to have you back. All right. Does anyone have any discussion topics or anything they want to bring up on today's call?
Hi, Jonas. This is Anthony. Actually, I have one issue. Yeah, I was trying to add it to the agenda, but I figured I can just bring it up at the end. So regarding I had a question for Bridget regarding the support for multiple credentials providers for a BSL. So that feature, it talks about adding the credentials as a file. And I just wanted to ask, does that require Velero pod to be restarted? So for example, if I provide a new credential for a new bucket, will that require the Velero pod to be restarted so that I can be able to use it? Yeah.
No, so the way that this feature will work is that you'll create a Kubernetes secret in the Velero namespace and then reference that secret whenever creating the new storage location. So at the moment when you when the backup storage location needs to use that credential, it will load the secret from the Velero namespace and pass that through to the plugins. So there's no server restart required for this.
Okay, that's cool. Thanks.
No problem.
All right. Any other questions, comments, discussion topics? I see Nolan just joined. You want to give your status update?
Yeah, so last week I was working on a bunch of GitHub action stuff to like streamline workflows. So we have some GitHub actions that will automatically label PRs, and that's super helpful for us to get an overview of what's coming in. I haven't checked the status on it yet, but I also put up a PR that kind of streamlined our CI for building and running CI jobs. So other than that, I've been working with Dave on getting a roadmap defined. Would really like to have that finalized, close to finalized by the end of this week. And also did some more work with the team on that multiple credential BSL support, looking into whether or not it makes sense to do that with volume snapshotting. And in most cases, we really couldn't come up with a good way to do that. So I think that's everything for me this week.
Thank you, Nolan. Any questions, comments for Nolan? All right. So I don't see any other discussion topics here. Oh, Franky has one. Oh no, that's a community shout out.
Yep.
You want to go with that, Nolan?
Sure. So Franky noticed that the Velero plugin add command needed to have the deployment name called Velero, and users may not have it named that. So she updated it to instead find the deployment via the labels, which we will enforce to be static and present. So this is helpful, and she's also got another PR out there that we haven't merged yet. Excuse me, adding these labels to the Helm chart, which does have a little bit different set of labels. So we're gonna move towards unifying that. So yeah, this allows users to have a deployment named something not Velero.
Yeah, thanks so much for the quick turnaround on that.
Yep.
Thank you, Franky.
Woohoo.
All right. So I think that's it for this week's meeting. Short and sweet. Have a great rest of the week, everyone, and see you all next week.
Same, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.